Top on the top 50 live stream account. I'm not somebody else's account. Just recording it. Like, I don't have the people subscribe more likes. But I'm just recording it because I want to. I just want to see how much I can get.
We want to be named co-executors of your estate.
Oh, I think that's a great idea. I will have Sowerberry write up my new will immediately, and I'll be happy to see you two shoulder to shoulder. At least until Veronica heads off to Barnard.
Yeah, and who knows, maybe if my businesses are going well, I'll defer my mission a year. You know, Barnard will always be there, so. Hey, Manita. What was that BS about deferring Barnard? No one defers Barnard. And what's that?
Hey, Dad.
We agreed
Yeah.
to set aside our differences
Yeah.
for Daddy's sake. And my circle of friends is going through a
What?
huge loss. So,
You
can
mean
you
this
for
week?
1 second just stop being such a suspicious bitch? Fine. It'll be more fun for me to find out on my own.
We have to stop meeting like this.
People will say we're in love.
Why did you do it, Betty? Why reveal the body when everything will just point back to you and your cronies?
Oh gosh, Donna. Maybe it's because I know you killed him. The man that I love.
And if I'm going down, you better be damn sure I'm taking you down with me. As usual, I have no idea what you're talking about. You and your stonewalled shamans think you know me? And what my next moves will be? I'm sorry, Donna. But I am the ultimate wild card. I am the daughter of the Black Hood, the nightmare from next door. I'm training with the FBI, and I'm coming for you, you psycho bitch. Not Joan, not Jonathan, not even Brett. Just you. You're gonna regret ever meeting me.
Walk with me through falling kingdom.
Wait, so Donna just showed up at the clearing on her own?
Just like I told you she would. Donna may not be showing it, but she's scared. They all are.
Finally. So what do we do now?
We wait, Arch.
For what?
For them to make the next move.
Who's playing?
He told her go to this party and do something for him, and then he would tell her, But how can they fake his dead body?
I don't know.
That I don't know how teenagers would be able to do that.
Because maybe that's why they said only go to.
Charles?
Yeah, because if the FBI got it, maybe they would know it was fake.
Unless Charles, like, you know, figure out a way, like a Romeo and Juliet type thing, you know?
Yeah.
Wait, Mom. There's actually not in the house. This is she. I understand. She didn't get a deal. Thank you. Honey, what's wrong?
What was that call about?
That was Yale, the admissions office.
And what did they say?
They were telling me about a spot that recently opened in their class of 2024. And after a second review of my application, they wanted me to fill it.
The
Jughead spot.
application being.
That was Jughead's spot. Yeah, they didn't say that, but.
And how did that make you feel?
It was a night like any other, with Forsyth Pendleton Jones III, or Jughead, affectionately, went to a school party in the woods. But unlike his peers, Jughead never came home. A few days later, his body was discovered at the bottom of a ravine. The mysterious circumstances around his death are the subject of this documentary. I'm Alice Smith, and this is Murder in a Small Town.
As the oldest resident of our town, tell us, Nana Rose, when did the darkness begin to take hold of Riverdale?
Riverdale was a town born in blood, and it has bathed in it ever since.
She loves beauty, huh?
Sweet cousin, I am so sorry. It's just the Blossom family curse has finally caught up to you. And then I now have a rival as Teen Queen of Tragedy. Lucky me. Promise me you won't do it. Do what? Take your own life. We all know you and Jughead were Riverdale High's Hamlet and Ophelia. And I personally know what it's like to lose your other half. The despairing thoughts can flood without warning. Don't let them drown you. I promise I won't. Nevertheless, from now on, Betty Hooper, you're under suicide watch. Consider me your constant shadow.
No. Please, no.
I got flashcards
my mom
here
has
for
already
you.
been clingy enough with her documentary. I really,
You don't have to do it today.
I just can't have anyone else invading my personal space.
We're gonna get you ready for 5th grade.
What's first on today's agenda?
I will be going to Stonewall Prep to
We have
gather
to-
the rest of Jughead's belongings.
The
Molly.
convertible is right out front. I'll drive you.
It's fine, just you're staying in the car.
I don't think so. We could kill.
Because I said, Jughead, his birthday till like March 28th, 2020. They'll let them know.
Save your tears. No one's watching.
Right.
You got your wish, ponytail. Forsyth isn't going to Yale. So I guess it'll just be you and me in New Haven.
Wait, Archie, here, I'm here. And what's that? Ever heard of knocking?
Oh, you're gonna be late for school. Though I do understand that you can get lost in those apps. Oh.
Thank you if it may.
That's quite intentional. And what's that? Finally tell me what you really want or get out of my room.
After you announced you were possibly deferring Barnard, I called him. Well, Hermione Lodge called them. You're under investigation. God, I wonder what that's about. Oh, I cannot wait Now, rise and shine. The espresso's getting cold.
Sure, Jack. Can you tell us where you are in the investigation?
Yeah. A couple of nights ago, a body was found in the woods in a ravine. It was positively ID'd as my son. Dr. Curl Jr. completed his autopsy and declared the cause of death as blunt force trauma to the head. We also got a call a couple of days ago from a hiker who found a bloody rock in the woods.
Oh.
Sent to Alaska.
So you suspect foul play?
Nothing's off the table.
And earlier, did I hear that you had a movie?
You can't be in here.
Your headmaster and Miss Warren say otherwise. My office got an anonymous tip that you have something personal that belongs to my son.
Look, I assure you, I have nothing that belonged to Jughead.
What about this tie pin? It's his, isn't it?
When Forsyth was expelled, he threw his tie pin in our faces. I guess I forgot I had it.
You guess. It's weak sauce, kid.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. About what?
Sorry we didn't come forward, but we were afraid.
You're gonna have to be a lot more specific than that.
We were afraid of her. We were afraid she'd do to us what she did to Forsyth.
Who?
Betty, of course. The night of the party, Brett and I decided to sneak into the woods to do what teenagers do. Until we saw Betty holding a rock, standing over Jughead. And then we saw that she wasn't alone. She was with those friends of hers, Veronica and Archie, I think.
Is there anyone who can back up this story?
Brett can. He was with me. He was with me the whole time.
Archie Andrews, Betty Cooper, and Veronica Lodge, you're under arrest for the cold-blooded murder of my son, Jughead Jones.
This was their move. The Stonies. We knew that they would do this.
I hope you're right, Betty.
Everything's fine, okay? This is good. This is where they start tripping up, okay? This will work. It has to.
My family's been serving up milkshakes to the residents of Riverdale for generations now. It's in my blood. I love this town.
Which must make it particularly hard when terrible things happen here, year after year.
I'm not gonna lie, it's painful to see this vibrant place, my home, suffer so much bloodshed and violence. You three sit tight. I'll be bringing you in for questioning one at a time, and then we're finally gonna get to the bottom of what happened that night. You understand me?
The interrogations came next, and although I wasn't allowed inside the room with the suspects, a source in the sheriff's office promised me exclusive access.
When was the last time you saw him?
I don't remember exactly.
Stonewall students say you saw him laying on the ground, bleeding from the head. Does that jog your memory?
That's enough, FP. My daughter had and has nothing to do with this mess.
Did you speak to Jughead at all the night of the party?
You don't have to answer that, Archie.
You said the same thing to the last 20 questions I've asked Mary. Now, I appreciate your need to protect your boy, but I need answers. He's got to give me something.
Legally, he does not.
And as his lawyer, I am required to make sure that my client is aware of his rights.
We don't have long. FP said he could only give me a few moments with you alone, with the security cameras off. Betty, honey, I know you did it. Mom, seriously. Well, not on purpose, not premeditated. But I know what it's like to be driven by rage and desire, and sometimes things can just get out of hand. I told you, I didn't do it. It was the Stogies. Betty, FP has the proof. And to be honest, I was expecting something like this. But I can't help you unless you tell me the truth. Mom.
Forensics on the rock came back.
Oh no. And?
Turns out it wasn't blood. It's run-of-the-mill corn syrup. Theatrical stuff they use to make fake blood.
Okay, so what does that mean?
Betty, you and your friends are free to go.
Put down your folder.
Hey!
Brett, we've got a problem. Betty and her friends were released from jail, and The Rock tested negative for blood.
That's unexpected.
Considering we watched Jonathan smear Jughead's blood on said rock, I'd say it's impossible. Which means either Betty somehow interfered and switched out the bloody rock with a fake one, or Jughead's Sheriff Daddy is lying.
What's your instinct?
I don't know. I have to think. Something about all this. Hello? I figured it out, Betty.
It's 3 a.m., Donna. What the hell do you want?
You got too confident. Overplayed your hand. That rock found by that hiker wasn't smeared with synthetic blood. It was real. Which must mean you're working with Jughead's dad, which made me wonder, why would a sheriff father help the girl who killed his son? He wouldn't. Unless, of course, Jughead isn't dead at all.
You saw his body, Donna. You and Brett burst into the morgue.
I saw a body. I never looked into Forsyth's cold, dead eyes. I didn't even see his face.
Are you seriously suggesting that I made Jughead pretend to be dead?
It's what I would have done. In fact, I would have done everything to make the lie seem real. To buy myself more time, to outwit my enemies. So now you're keeping Jughead tucked away while you desperately search for proof that would tie us to attempted murder. You're vamping. You won't beat us, Betty. I'm going to implode your little scheme and lead this investigation right to your doorstep. There's no way out of this for you. Morning, sweetheart. Morning.
Mr. Jones, I know it might be weird, but I think the time was right to host a funeral. We could have a public wake here in Jughead's home. It might help everyone who knew him just to bring some semblance of closure.
If you want to organize something, Betty, it'll be all right with me.
Well, well, if it isn't the jailbird.
I'm innocent of all charges and was released within hours. I've never killed anyone, Hermosa.
Maybe not. Sometimes it's better to be safe than sorry. Isn't that your alias?
Oh, I bet you would love to run me out of town. Get me out of the way so you can finally swoop in and take control of the family business. Well, tough luck.
Hey guys, it's time for group training. Where is everyone?
They're, not coming.
Why? What's going on?
Everyone's saying that you're a murderer. That you killed that Jones guy.
Toby, I swear to you, I would never hurt my best friend. I did not kill Jughead. I didn't kill anyone. Okay, I'm one of the good guys.
If you say so. We'll see you later, Hershey.
Your whole team is gone.
So tell me about your friend, the late Jughead Jones.
You're really similar in a lot of ways. actually spent one night together, and it was a moment that cemented our friendship.
What? I'm not threatened by what was surely one loveless trust. And Cheryl, what are your feelings on the subject? I'm sorry I called Jughead a hobo that one time. Is that it? I'm really sorry I called Jughead a hobo that one time.
Where's it inside?
Got a lot of nerve coming here.
Sweet pea. It's okay. Mr. Jones said that they could come in. Closed casket. Call me a doubting Thomas, but that seems like a suspect choice with such a handsome cadaver. Classy as ever, Donna. The funeral home didn't even want us to have the casket here, but it's serpent tradition. And if you make a scene, I will throw your ass out.
I want to thank you for coming today. I know you all loved my son. Things weren't always easy for us, but my boy was always resilient and loyal and loving.
I think him and her were both in Twin Peaks.
Yeah, they were. Pretty sure.
She was the girl, the blonde one.
As many of you know, Jughead was a fan of crime fiction, detective stories. So, to honor him, I'd like to read a passage from one of his favorite Sherlock Holmes short stories, The Final Problem. An examination by experts leaves little doubt that a personal contest between Holmes and Moriarty ended in their reeling over, locked in each other's arms. Any attempt at recovering the bodies was absolutely hopeless, and there, deep down, in that dreadful cauldron of swirling water and seething foam, will lie for all time the most dangerous criminal and the foremost champion of the law of their generation.
Oh, we hit the 20 mark.
Happy. This is a difficult time. In this case, it's just, it's too personal for you. It's too painful. So why don't you take a leave of absence from being sheriff? Came to my son's funeral to fire me. Of course not. Go to hell, Hiram. I quit.
Oh, snap.
You must really miss your brother. When was the last time you saw him? He isn't really dead, is he? Donna, are you serious? This is Jughead's little sister and you're accosting her? Oh, come on, Betty. You and I both know that this is all an act. Bitch, I'm done with you. Let's go. Do it. Brett, do it.
How do you think you do it? You told me to. You heard her. You preppies don't know when to quit.
Okay, calm down, guys. He's not worth it. He was leaving anyways. Donna, control your little pet, okay? He seems to have lost his cool.
For some reason,
It's just gonna end. It's like a dragon style.
I don't know what kind of second-rate detective, this former Sheriff Jones
He
is.
looks
But
like
I
Jughead,
took it
but
upon
without
myself to
being-
do a little investigating, and guess what I discovered? Please, enlighten me. You, Betty, and Archie all told your parents drastically different versions of what happened the night of Jughead's death. How did you find out about that? I simply ingratiated myself to the right people, of course. Mrs. Andrews, I'm Veronica's sister at Hermosa.
Oh, what can I do for you?
I was hoping I could ask your legal help in drawing up some contracts for one of my clubs out in Miami. I could pay up front.
Come on in.
Miss Smith, I wanted to offer you and Mr. Jones my deepest condolences.
Thank you.
May I come in?
Of course.
I knew I was onto something. Now, I want the truth.
Or what, my dear sister?
Or I sit Bobby, Mrs. Andrews, and Alice Smith down at the same table so they can compare notes.
Do it. Okay.
Miss Hosey, true.
Is what true?
That Jughead, is alive.
What? Kevin, that's insane, not to mention cruel.
I'm sorry, it's what people are saying.
Who? What people? Seriously, tell me, who is saying that Jughead is alive?
Everyone. When I first heard it from that Stonewall prep girl at the funeral.
Do you mean Donna Sweet?
Yes, that was her name. She was talking about how it was all some elaborate ruse.
Why do you think these stories about Jughead faking his death are gaining so much traction?
I think because we just want to believe that it's true. Now that I think of it, I remember freshman year we were assigned the Adventures of Tom Sawyer to read. I barely knew Jughead at the time, but he was obsessed with that book. Specifically the chapter in which Tom fakes his own death to see how the people of his hometown would react to his passing. I remember in class saying, imagine that. Imagine being able to attend your own funeral.
Reggie, what do you make of the rumors that Jughead Jones is somehow alive?
I'm angered by them. This is this. It pisses me off.
Yeah, of course. Because you deeply miss your friend.
What? No. I'm mad because that weirdo beat me by pulling off the most epic senior prank of all time. Faking your own death? That's legendary. It'll never be forgotten.
As soon as I get what's going on.
I just don't think I can do this anymore, Arch. I keep waiting for Jug to come back, but he doesn't, and he won't. You won't ever come back. And I don't know how I'm supposed to keep going.
This is my friend's, or this is somebody else's live stream. I'm just recording it because I can't really live stream on my phone. I mean, I can on YouTube, but I'm using a screen recording.
Is saying that he's still alive. He
I'm just like recording stuff and looking back at it. I might publish it if people are still watching. Ooh, we're about to hit the 30 mark. That's good. 30 minutes into this recording. I want to make it to like an hour or so. And stop. And the thump. Jump hit.
Betty, you okay? You want to talk about it?
I can't do this, Arch. I feel so alone.
You're not. Betty, I promise I know how hard this is.
I just want to feel good, even for just a few moments.
I'm here for you, Betty. I always have been.
Yeah, you have that.
destroyer of Endgames and worlds. Why, oh why am I always the one to catch these two kissing cats?
Andrews and Cooper.
Cheryl, is everything okay? Did something happen with Johnny?
Veronica, I had a text drafted and ready to send to you, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. You deserve to be told in person.
What are you talking about?
Take a moment. Prepare yourself for devastation.
Cheryl, come on. We're Maple partners. Just please tell me what's going on. Son of a bitch.
Betty? Really, Archie? Of all people, Betty? How could you do this to me?
Right. What?
Don't play innocent with me, Archie Andrews. Kissing my best friend in the music room where you and I had our fun? Why should I be surprised? That's your special place, isn't it? It's where you take all your women. Me, Josie, Miss Grundy, and now Betty. And shame on you for taking advantage of our friend when she is grieving and at her most vulnerable. B, I need you to know, I do not blame you.
It's my fault. I'm the one who started it. I kissed Archie. I'm so sorry.
Sorry. You're sorry. You scheming, two-faced bitch, Betty Cooper. You know what? You two deserve each other. So burn in hell, the both of you.
That's right. You tell him, girl.
So why do you think people are so ready to accept the fact that Archie and Betty are dating?
I think there were a lot of closeted Barchi stands out there who have been waiting for this moment. We just hope that it's true.
So
Let's check the stream right now.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong.
What are we at?
There's a lot of people who don't.
32 minutes. Ooh, let's go.
It was always supposed to be.
And what
I'm
about
recording. Sorry. I don't even think people are still watching. But I'm gonna make it to an hour, so it seems long. I don't even think people are watching, unless they are.
Definitely dead. I know your daughter pretty well. Not even she's crazy enough to date Archie if Jughead were still around.
Hi, Betty. Here all alone? Why? Are you here to kill me? Just so you know, you may have this town, your school, and all your friends fooled, but not me. You're either building a case against me and my classmates, or trying to exonerate yourself. And Jughead is alive and helping you behind the scenes. I just don't know where you're hiding him. Yet.
Anna, we can't keep having the same conversation over and over again, okay? You're obsessed. Seriously, it is not healthy.
It's fine. I didn't expect you to just tell me. But I know he's close by. So our you two can be alone. Know how I know? Because I saw that sex tape of yours and Yowza. Based on the contents, you can't go 2 hours, let alone 2 days without it.
You are an actual monster.
And you are a nymphomaniac who is going to trip up sooner rather than later. And I'll be there to watch you fall. And that's when you believe Donna started following you.
She had fixated on me. She was convinced that I was sneaking around.
Did they find out who killed her?
Which was true. I had been visiting Dilton's bunker. It became a nightly ritual.
First stop at Pop's for dinner. Then I had to go with alone.
Granny's house. I was trying to play Final Fantasy, but I didn't want to ruin up your save.
Oh, you can play
No, it wasn't the new one. It was like
the old one.
it said B with 2 eyes.
Yeah, you can play that. I don't have any good saves on me.
It was like a 3-way save. It was like 3 boxes.
So wait, is Jughead alive?
I don't know. But Betty cheated Archie cheated oh my god. How could she never fall? It's a ritual.
Gotcha! What the hell? Oh my god. Donna? Get out of here, you perverts!
And how long have you been meeting with Archie in the bunker?
Kind of just started up after.
It's nothing to be ashamed of, Elizabeth.
Mama.
I promise you'll feel better once you tell the truth.
Oh snap.
In that case, before you hear it from someone else, Mom, I need to tell you something. Off the record.
Okay, honey.
Well, as it turns out, this is not simply a story about a murder in a small town. No. It's a story about friendship and conspiracy. And what happens when those two things dovetail into a highly sophisticated cover-up.
So our little gambit first?
Between the look I saw on Donna's face in the bunker and your performance in the student lounge.
You can thank Helen Mirren's masterclass for that. Though I just have to ask, when you were pretending to be with Betty, you didn't feel anything, did you?
Honey, when you learn you are now and forever the only girl for me.
What's the time? I mean, what? How many? About 40 minutes.
What?
Even by our standards, this was a pretty crazy week.
Pretending to be dead is one thing, but hiding under a cot in this sex bunker of death while you make out with Archie just to convince a bunch of evil preppies that I did die.
Yeah, it definitely cracks the top 10 craziest things. But it worked. And now Donna will start doubting herself. This whole thing is a game of confidence and what happens when you don't have confidence. Mistakes are made. And bonus, you'll have all this uninterrupted time to figure out how the pieces of the mystery fit together.
And an additional bonus is that they won't come to try and finish my botched brainy.
Well, I never thought I'd say it, but God bless that beanie for cushioning the blow, even just a little bit. Speaking of that, close your eyes and hold out your hand. Open.
Betty, when did you have time to do this?
We all manage our stress in different ways. My mom had her documentary. I taught myself how to knit.
Are you sure telling your mom was a good idea?
Well, considering Charles, your dad, Jellybean, Dr. Curdle Jr., and Mrs. Andrews are all in on it, yeah, it felt like the prudent thing to do.
Mr. Jelly.
When you kissed Archie, none of those feelings came back, did they?
Jughead. No, of course not. Okay, don't be silly. You know you're the only man for me.
And our scheming can take one night off, don't you think?
So I understand you made quite the public spectacle over the Archie and Betty romance.
I think you mean I gave an amazing performance.
But weren't you afraid that something might actually spark between them?
I trust Archie. And I trust Betty. To be honest, the thought never even crossed my mind.
I can hear your voice through the cold white noise. You're still there for me. I'm still here for you. I can feel your love through this empty room. You still care for me. And I still care for you.
What happened?
A lot of stuff.
So Jughead is still
The
alive.
question still remains.
You have to
Why
go
did you
back.
go to such
Oh,
extraordinary
she's
lengths to
on the
convince the
run,
preppies and pretty much the whole town of
He's in a bunker.
It all started to happen when Archie and Betty kissed in the music room.
So she recorded it.
No, it was a picture. Cheryl took the picture. And just looked at everybody.
Cheryl. Is everything okay? Did something happen with Tony?
Veronica, I had a text drafted and ready to send to you, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. You deserve to be told in person.
What are you talking about?
Take a moment. Prepare yourself for devastation.
Cheryl, come on. We're Maple partners. Just please tell me what's going on. Son of a bitch. Betty? Really, Archie? Of all people, Betty? How could you do this to me?
Why not?
Don't play innocent with me, Archie Andrews. Kissing my best friend in the music room where you and I had our fun? Why should I be surprised? That's your special place, isn't it? It's where you take all your women. Me, Josie, Miss Grundy, and now Betty. And shame on you for taking advantage of our friend when she is grieving and at her most vulnerable. B, I need you to know, I do not blame you.
It's my fault. I'm the one who started it. I kissed Archie. I'm so sorry.
Sorry. You're sorry. You scheming, two-faced bitch, Betty Cooper. You know what? You two deserve each other. So burn in hell. The both of you.
That's right, that's how we go.
What time? Ooh, 40 minutes. 44 minutes. Just good. And is that hour one where people are still watching?
I think there were a lot of positive Barchi stands out there who have been waiting for this moment. Just hope that it's true.
Sounds like you're one of the stands.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I support Betty and whoever she likes. There's a lot of people who don't think Bughead should have happened. It was always supposed to be Betty and Archie. It was like it was their destiny.
Insane.
Here all alone? Why? Are you here to kill me? Just so you know, you may have this town, your school, and all your friends fooled, but not me. You're either building a case against me and my classmates, or trying to exonerate yourself. And Jughead is alive, and helping you behind the scenes.
Buster, move!
I just don't know where you're hiding him. Yet.
Oh.
Anna, we can't keep having the same conversation over and over again, okay? You're obsessed. Seriously, it is not healthy.
It's fine. I didn't expect you to just tell me. But I know he's close by. So are you two can be alone. Know how I know? Because I saw that sex tape of yours and yowza. Based on the contents, you can't go 2 hours, let alone 2 days without it.
You are an actual monster.
And you are a nymphomaniac who is going to trip up sooner rather than later. And I'll be there to watch you fall.
It became a nightly ritual. First stop at Pop's for dinner. Then I'd head to the woods alone.
Gotcha! What the hell? Oh my god. Donna? Get out of here, you perverts!
And how long have you been meeting with Archie in the bunker? Kind of just started up after.
It's nothing to be ashamed of, Elizabeth. I promise you'll feel better once you
Tell you something. Off the record.
Okay, honey.
Well, as it turns out, this is not simply a story about a murder in a small town.
28 minutes, we're almost at 50 minutes.
It's a story about friendship and conspiracy. And what happens when those two things dovetail into a highly sophisticated... Did you get a cut, ravioli?
No?
Yeah.
So I love Gambit first.
Between the look I saw on Donna's face in the bunker and your performance in the student lounge.
You can thank Helen Mirren's masterclass for that. Though I just have to ask, when you were pretending to be with Benny, you didn't feel anything, did you?
Honey, when you learn, you are, now and forever, the only girl for me.
Pretty crazy, Lee.
Pretending to be dead is one thing, but hiding under a cot in this sex bunker of death while you make out with Archie just to convince a bunch of evil preppies that I did die.
Yeah, it definitely cracks the top.
What's the mark? What's the mark? What's the mark?
And now,
About to reach a 50. I'm gonna wait. 8,
this whole thing
9,
is a game of confidence. And what
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, 50 mark. This is my channel, by the way. I'm gonna get some subscribers. Or as much likes. It's somebody else's. I just felt like recording it because I like recording this stuff and rewatching it.
Speaking of that, close your eyes and hold out your hand. Open.
Betty, when did you have time to do this?
We all manage our stress in different ways. My mom had her documentary. I taught myself how to knit.
Are you sure telling your mom is a good idea?
Well, considering Charles, your dad, Jellybean, Dr. Jellybean, and Mrs. Andrews are all
Alright. So we're at 51. Okay.
When you kissed Archie, none of those old feelings came back today.
Jughead.
Hamburger.
No. Of course not. Hey, don't be silly. You know you're the only man for me. And our scheming can take one night off, don't you think?
Yeah, the people not in Marin County. Are you happy that the state-home order
I
is
trust Archie.
no more?
And I trust Betty. To be honest, the thought never even crossed my mind.
Huh. Can you go outside? Not bad outside. Potty outside. Leave it out there for a little bit, James.
You know, my shoes are soaked again. Because it rained last night.
They're probably broke.
Oh my god, Buster.
The question still remains, why did you go to such extraordinary lengths to convince the preppies and pretty much the whole town of Riverdale that Jughead was dead?
Because they were trying to pin the murder on me. And because if they knew Jughead was still alive, they would circle the wagons and lock down tight. And we were and still are locked in a battle of psychological warfare with the Stonies. The only way that we would be able to pin the attempted murder of Jughead on them is if we forced the Stonies to crack. You seem quite confident that they will. No, I can't be certain, but after the last few days, I have a feeling they'll be fracturing any minute now.
What's the time? 53. Almost 54. Ooh. Almost under this hour-long recording.
It was all a charade. They had takeout from Pop, that little diner that Jones was obsessed with.
And what, there's an extra burger? Archie's built like a superhero. I'm sure he could wolf half a dozen.
Forget about the burger.
There was not one, not two, but 3 milkshakes in evidence. I'm certain that Jones must have heard me sneaking down the ladder and he hid so as not to get caught.
Donna, maybe you should let sleeping dogs lie. Take Lil Wayne. Forsyth's dead. We killed him. Ponytails obviously moved on. It's time you do the same.
Ooh. Oh my god.
In case you've forgotten, I'm the brains of this operation. We still have a job to finish and a meddling girlfriend to pin it on.
Yes, sir.
And if you ever undermine me again, you will go the way of Jonathan. May he rest in peace. And that's a fact. Well. If it isn't the girl who cried puppy. I am a little new too. And you were lucky I am such a good PI because you'll never believe what I found out. Y es una bomba.
As it turns out, my darling half-sister is actually good for something. At my behest, Edmosa put her private eye skills to good use and did some digging on those Stonewall wasps. And how Donna is not so sweet. Everybody, brace yourselves, because Donna Sweet is actually.
Oh my god.
Cool. If you're serious, start smoking, guys. This is the plan. This is the puzzle.
Probably turn it up so I can hear it.
They're not even saying, like,
I think I know how to take down these Stonies once and for all.
they're not even saying what they showed us.
Well, they start playing it, you see it enacted, and then, yeah, how it works. Like, I gotta play it.
The weirdest thing about pretending to be dead is that after a while, you actually start feeling like you're dead. As in, dead as a doornail dead. For starters, I was underground as if in a tomb. Granted, I was hiding out in Dylan's doomsday bunker and not in a coffin, but still. 2 weeks, no sunlight, with no sense of time or its passing. It's gotta be what limbo feels like, right? Other similarities to being dead. Not one, but 2 obituaries about me ran. A rather perfunctory one in the Riverdale Register. A second, more irreverent one in the Blue and Gold. I like that one. At a funeral. Oh, awake. I watched it on my laptop. Live streamed from a camera that he'd set up in the living room. Betty and I suspected that the Stonies would show up, and sure enough, they did. We wanted to study them, to see if anything they did was suspicious. Not that there was any doubt in our mind about their guilt. The Preppies had stone-cold murdered me, and we were trying to pin it on Betty. We just couldn't prove it. Not yet. Meanwhile, the hardest part of playing dead was letting everyone believe I was in the semi-sweet hereafter. Our family, friends. The lies we had to tell.
Family knew about it.
The things we had to do to sell that illusion. Like pretending that my bereft girlfriend had found comfort in the strong, steely arms of my best bud. Which turned out to be the greatest misdirect of them all. Of course, we needed to let some people know the truth. Except in one case. My kid sister Jellybean didn't have to be told.
Oh, you found the fake blood. Thanks, Johnny.
Do you need it for Jughead?
What? What do you mean?
Do you need it to help my brother?
Jellybean, do you know where Jughead is?
I heard you whispering on the phone to Charles last night. The walls are super thin. You don't have to tell me where he is. Just that he's okay. Is he okay?
Can you keep a secret?
We brought my dad into it pretty quick, too.
Buddy? I gave that bloody rock to Charles. He said the FBI was going to have it tested.
And when they do, they will tell you that it's covered in fake blood that you can buy at a drugstore.
The hell are you talking about?
I don't want you to worry anymore. Mr. Jones, I'm really sorry that you've been worrying. Jughead's fine. He's okay, he's not fine, but he's okay.
Hold on. You know where Jughead is?
Yes. I will tell you everything, okay? But we really, really need your help. Please.
Afraid to ask. What kind of help?
For starters, a search party.
Archie went rogue and told his mom, too.
Mom, I have to confess something to you.
And then there was Veronica's sister, Hermosa, who was sniffing around looking for bones.
All right.
What do you want to know?
Let me ask you straight up, Hermanita. Did you help Betty kill her boyfriend?
What? No, why would I do that?
Because that's the kind of thing that secret girlfriends do. They kill each other's boyfriends so they can be together.
Okay. I don't know what kind of crypto lesbian fiction you're conjuring in, Mosa, but Betty and I are just friends.
Well, then what did happen to that dead Dorombono? Either you can tell me or I'll just keep digging. Don't forget, I'm a licensed
Private investigator, right?
I'm gonna make some stir-fried chicken.
I didn't think of this before.
Some broccoli muffin.
And
Yeah.
maybe you could help us with something. Anybody, Archie? How much do you charge him, Melissa? And is there a discount for family members?
In the months that followed, people will ask us, do we need to do it? There was such extreme lengths. Maybe not. But this I did know. If I was going to recover without the preppies trying to kill me again and figure out how to solve my own murder, I needed the illusion to be perfect to buy myself time. And so while above me a world from Jughead continued spinning forward, I pored over every scrap of evidence we get, went over every detail of my time at Stonewall Prep, looking for hidden patterns, hints, and clues. But this was a different kind of mystery than the ones we tackled before. This wasn't a whodunit.
But no, I didn't.
This was a
I
blind
was holding it. It wasn't in my
or
book bag.
psychological. I needed to get under my suspect's skin, inside their heads. I had to let my intuition take over, to draw these disparate strands together. Mr. Stonewall 4, the accidental deaths of DuPont's classmates, my attempted murder. How were they all connected? A key piece of
Like
information.
crackers? I saw them in the pantry.
Jug, you can't find them. I didn't even know we had any.
Jug,
Or I thought I'm.
are you okay?
Yeah, sorry, I was just going over everything one more time. What's up? Did they find it?
Yeah, yes, we did. Well, I mean, Charles and FP did.
And did he agree?
Completely. He's showering as we speak. So are we gonna do this or what?
Oh, yeah. We are gonna blow Stonewall Prep out of the water.
What evidence do they have?
I don't know. They haven't said it yet.
I thought I saw your tractor somewhere.
Crime and Punishment, a novel of murder with psychological tone. The floor is open. Any thoughts regarding Dostoevsky's take on morality? Hey guys.
For what? You miss me? You gotta be kidding me.
Mr. Jones.
I don't understand. You real that I said, well, yeah,
Oh.
actually, for a minute there earlier.
Forgot. Recording. Now what time? 1 hour, 3 minutes. Alright. So if you are still watching, thanks for watching this 1 hour thing. Or skipping to the end, which if you did that, okay. It was just such moments, but thanks for watching this hour long top of the subscriber count. See ya.